los países y las capitales. So when we look at this intro, las capitales, a couple of things. Capitals applies to the cognate rule. It has the ES on the end to make it plural because it ends in a consonant. And it has the asterisk next to it telling you that it's a masculine, feminine exception. So here we are applying everything that we've been learning this week in one little phrase. All right, so pretty much anything south of the United States is considered the Spanish-speaking world. And not all countries speak Spanish, but the majority of them do. So at the very top of your map, you can see the southern part of the United States. So en español, the United States is Los Estados Unidos. Los Estados Unidos. And so go ahead and write that on page 19 in your packet. And then moving south, we have Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, Cuba, Puerto Rico, República Dominicana, and that is the Spanish-speaking countries. Now, you can see that this country here is not identified, Belize, because they speak English. Jamaica is not identified because they speak English. Haiti, which is next to the Dominican Republic, speaks French. So those aren't identified because they don't speak Spanish. Notice there's an accent over the E in Mexico. There's an accent over the last A in Panama. And Dominican Republic is flip-flopped. We say Dominican Republic. They say República Dominicana. So notice República Dominicana. It matches. And there's an accent over the U. Puerto Rico, it matches. So whenever there's two words, they're both going to be masculine or they're both going to be feminine. All right. Now, the capitals you can list as well. So Mexico, the capital is Mexico DF. The DF is a lot like our Washington, D.C. And so it stands for the Federal District. Notice there's an accent over the E in both the country and the capital. Capital of Guatemala is Guatemala. Capital of Honduras is Tegucigalpa. The capital of El Salvador is San Salvador. The capital of Nicaragua is Managua. The capital of Costa Rica is San Jose. And the capital of Panama is Panama. Accent over the A in both the country and the capital. So you can go ahead and list those down on page 19. The Caribbean countries, Cuba, capital is La Habana. República Dominicana's capital is Santo Domingo. Puerto Rico's capital is San Juan. And then we're going to move to South America. Now, all of the countries that are red, orange, and yellow speak Spanish. The ones that are in the greenish blue color either speak French, Dutch, or Portuguese. So we're going to label those on our map. Colombia is attached to Panama. Then it's Ecuador, Peru, notice the accent over the U, Bolivia in the center, Chile along the left side, Argentina, remember a G-E sounds like an H, Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, Venezuela at the very top, and then we are going to list Brazil, even though Brazil speaks Portuguese. Now, Spanish and Portuguese are very similar, and if you know one or the other, you could probably understand the other one. And plus, Brazil is too big of a country not to mention, and the fact that it's close to English is fine. All right, so Spain, I don't have a map for that. I didn't think I needed a whole entire page, but of course Spain is in Europe, and Spain in Espanol is España, tilde over the N. All right, so South American capitals. Venezuela's capital is Caracas. Colombia's capital is Bogota, accent over the A. Ecuador's capital is Quito. Peru's capital is Lima. Chile's capital is Santiago. Argentina's capital is Buenos Aires. Uruguay's capital is Montevideo. Paraguay's capital is Asunción, accent over the O because of the Sion. Bolivia has two capitals, La Paz and Sucre. One just serves a judicial capital and one is more a federal capital. Brazil, remember they speak Portuguese, but its capital is Brasilia. And then of course, Europe, its capital of España, of Spain, is Madrid. All right, so make sure you use those countries and do the assignment on Canvas, following the model, following the example, and ask questions if you don't know how to complete the Spanish-speaking countries assignment on Canvas.